Have you ever wondered if the grass is greener on the independent side of the financial advisory business? When I started my RIA almost 7 years ago now, it was scary. I had fears, anxiety, and to be quite honest, a myriad of other emotions. But I took the leap anyway. There are so many things to consider in each and every situation, including yours. I thought it would be nothing else but fitting that on the day that the U.S. celebrates its independence, that we take a deep dive into what you might consider when it comes to going independent. Now, as an existing financial professional, at some point, if you haven't already, you're going to ask these questions. Could I grow faster as an independent financial advisor, or what should I consider when it comes to going independent? These are two important questions to answer in your career, and it's inevitable that you're going to come across these. So, since beginning my own and the help that I've given in establishing others on their path to independence, I want to share with you some key considerations for your decision. Okay, now let's address the first consideration, which is transitioning your clients. These are the people that you love, that have maybe come to love you, that like you, that trust you for all the things that you do and bring to their life. This is a biggie. Often there are a lot of unknowns here. I recently helped a client of mine open an RIA in her home state of Alabama, and these were one of her major concerns. And it boils down to this: the value you offer your clients. Let me say that again. The value you offer your clients. So perhaps where you are doesn't offer a lot of resources to help you provide value to your clients. So the question then becomes, whether they do or don't, can you do it? Like, when it comes down to it, can you do that? Now, if you've created a standard of excellence that your clients have become accustomed to, then transitioning to something less than that will affect your brand and your reputation. So in your consideration, look at these three things. Value consistency. Value consistency. What do I mean by that? I mean maintaining or even enhancing the level of value that your clients are accustomed to. Any drop in value might adversely impact your brand, obviously. So what you can do here is meet with your potential vendors, the software vendors, the technology vendors, the people that are going to help you offer your products and your services to your clients, and ask for trials to their service offerings. Try before you buy. So you can actually know what the workflow and the experience that you're going to be delivering to your client looks like. Number two, communication. Keep your clients informed about the transition. They're going to value your transparency and being kept in the loop more than anything. And that's going to also help mitigate this fear of transition. The key here, though, is not to over communicate, especially details that don't add any value. I recommend creating maybe a timeline of events that you can share with your clients that are going to inform them of when things will be happening during the transition period. And finally, so financial incentives. Think about maybe considering a one-time fee reduction to encourage clients to move with you. Now, I think this can be a win-win situation for both parties, both you and the clients. But in full transparency, I believe that this should be used sparingly for any of your relationships. Especially those ones that, if they need just a little extra nudge, that's when you want to pull this, kind of ace of spades out, if you will. The likelihood that you're going to have increased margins by going independent is almost 100% guaranteed. So feel free to share a little bit more of that love with your most loyal and valuable relationships. Okay, so let's move on from transitioning your clients to transitioning from a firm that provides oversight and compliance to you doing it. Now you got to do it. You're in the driver's seat, and that could be a little challenging. It appears that way, and it can be, but it's a manageable process. First of all, there are several firms out there nowadays that will help you as a solo RIA manage your compliance. And I'm telling you right now, it's not as big a deal as you think. I'm solo right now. I've been solo the whole 7 years. And as you can see, I have my hands in a lot of things. YouTube channel, podcast at one point, consulting, the whole nine. Just beyond wealth management, I do a lot of things. So it is definitely possible. However, once you get past the mental hurdle, there's going to be so much upside to managing your own compliance versus being in an organization that has to manage to the lowest common denominator. Here are a few. First of all, you get to specialize. You get to go into niche markets without quotas or who said you should do this or who you should talk to, all that kind of stuff. Gone are going to be the days of somebody telling you who you can serve and how you can serve them. So as your own #1 chief compliance officer, you now have the authority and the freedom to target whomever you want, however you feel that fits your expertise. The second thing you get is revenue optimization. This typically means that you have more than a few ways that you can skin a cat, if you will, right? That you can charge for your expertise. So if you choose to be fee-based versus fee-only, you're going to also be able to add things like commissionable products, like life insurance and annuities to your revenue model, which just make those streams of income coming in make you feel a lot better about what you're doing. Last but not least, risk mitigation. That's right, I said risk mitigation. So you might think of it like, if I'm in a big firm, I have low risk. I look at it the other way. I think if you're in a smaller firm with just you have low risk. In a bigger firm where you get a couple of bad apples, and we've seen this before where they're being involved in different things within the organization, it brings a bad reputation upon the whole organization. Whereas when it's just you, the buck stops with you. And you can cut down tremendously on any type of risk of that thing happening. So we transition your client, we transition compliance. What's the last thing? Well, you got to transition from being an independent contractor to an owner. That's the last consideration. Running a business brings all these responsibilities, but it also provides a lot of benefits. I don't want to gloss over the fact that there are a lot of responsibilities. You'll have to keep, accurate financial records, customer records, all those things. Operational duties may fall into your lap. For instance, in Texas, each year I have to file a franchise tax return, and I have to file my 5500 for my school 401k. So all those things have to be considered. I get it. But you get the tax benefits as a business owner now, right? Business ownership is going to allow for tax deductions that can significantly reduce your taxable income and put more money in your pocket, spendable income. You'll want to consult a tax attorney, because I am not he or she, to optimize that. And when I say optimize, I mean how you organize your business, whether you do a C corporation or an LLC or any other type of business structure that suits your needs. Beyond the tax deductions, you also get to participate in or establish your own retirement plan. So as a business owner, you can set up and contribute more to your retirement as you get profitable, and things like I mentioned, like a solo 401k, which has higher contribution limits than just a SEP RA, which is what a lot of people use. It's less paperwork, I totally get it, but the benefits of the 401k is great. Last but not least is the autonomy. Like, I cannot say how immensely rewarding being your own boss is. I have to say, by far, for me, this is the most valuable. I get to set my own hours, I get to decide who I want to work with as a business owner, and it gives me such peace of mind to choose that. So we've explored a lot of things here today, but the fears versus the benefits, when you're coming down to that, starting as an independent financial advisory business, I get it, right? It's a significant decision that can potentially transform your entire career, and I'll say even your life. Take your time to carefully weigh your options, consult with the experts that you need to, and when you're ready, take that leap towards independence. If you found this video helpful, make sure to like, subscribe, and share it with others who might be on the same path as you, contemplating maybe some of the same questions. I would really appreciate that. Remember, the first step to growth is for knowledge. And if you're informed, you can stay ahead. And if you're struggling as an advisor, it's okay. We've all been there. If you're struggling as an advisor, it just means you need strategies in order to have success. We'll see you the next time. Bye-bye.